Hey everyone, this is Dave with Integrated Fighting Arts. Welcome back to another weekend workout. We're going to do something a little bit different today, and we're going to get on the heavy bag. I love heavy bag training. I try to do it at least 3 times a week. It's the best way to work on both your stamina, your physical qualities, your strength, and then your technical qualities like your timing, your distance, your technique, cleaning up your movements, those kind of things. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 rounds. Each round is going to have 5 combos that you do for a minute, and there's going to be a 10-second break in between each one of those minutes. Combos are going to start out pretty basic. In fact, most of them are going to be pretty common stuff you've seen before, nothing too crazy there. There's a little bit of weirdness that I threw into it that's just my own personal thing. So, just work with it. Again, if you don't have a heavy bag, no problem. Just shadowbox or use whatever apparatus you can put together. I'm a big fan of use what you got. That aside, we are going for really 2 qualities here. You want to keep the reps up because you want to get some cardio out of this. You want to get a bit of a workout out of this, but also try to use clean technique. Focus on your form, really focus on your footwork and your distance from the bag, your timing. Just as a fair warning, I have a fairly light bag. It's only 100 pounds. It's going to be swinging around a bit. If you have this same condition, just stick that glove out there and stabilize the bag in between reps if you need to. It's not really a big thing. Okay, well, it's a pretty rainy day out here. Welcome to Washington. I'm going to get inside and get to work. Let's go. All right, so here we are in my home gym. Sorry it's so dark and dismal. It's kind of a rat shack. Let's get started. We're just going to be doing a double jab and then a shuffle step left or right. You can mix it up after every jab. Just jab, jab, and move. That easy. Make sure that you're on your big toes, your knees are bent, and you're keeping your stance a little wider than shoulders width. Chin down, hands up. And on every return of the jab, so you fire your first jab, make sure the arm comes back before you fire the second, and then get that arm back quick after the second. So just keep moving. Jab, jab, move. Jab, jab, move. Almost at the end of your first minute. And there we go, 10 seconds down before we go into the next exercise. This is going to be a double jab again. Then you're going to do your shuffle, and then you'll throw a cross. So jab, jab, move, cross. Here we go. Jab, jab, move, cross. Double jab, move, cross. I'm just moving from left to right. You don't have to do that. It depends on your space. If you can get 360 degrees around your bag, mix it up as much as you can. You might notice too, I'm doing a few different shots. I'm going to the head and to the chest. Feel free to do the same. I'll get in there and throw some level changes at any minute just to get down lower, get some body shots in there. You should always be thinking 3-dimensionally, not just one direction, other direction, not just in, out, not just left to right. Hit high, hit low, work on all of it. Just keep going, stay on it, almost there. Great, another 10 seconds down, right now. All right, moving on, start with the same setup of a double jab, a shuffle, a cross, and then you're gonna throw a low lead kick in there. So double jab, shuffle, cross, low lead kick. Good. Try to keep one hand up when you throw that lead kick. I don't always do it myself. Sometimes we get carried away with the momentum. Make that kick hard. I know it's a lead kick, so do a switch if you need to. Make it a switch kick. You can experiment with different things. You can do a shuffle step into your kick. You can just throw it from where you stand. Anything it takes to get some power out of it. Don't forget to put your hips behind every shot. So every punch, every kick, they should be fired from movement of the hips, not from the arms or just from the legs. We don't want to limit our power that way. All right. Just keep moving around. And your next 10 coming up pretty soon here. So keep it up, double jab, move, cross, low lead kick. And that's it. Moving on, we're going to go to a double jab, shuffle, cross, get in for an uppercut, throw a rear low kick. So double jab, move, cross, rear cross, uppercut, and then a low rear kick. I forgot I had to look at my sheet again to keep myself on track because I have a terrible memory. All right. If you need, take your first few shots nice and slow. Get the movements down. Make sure that you've got it locked in before you start putting speed and power into it. And then you can kind of gradually pick it up. You can see my bag swinging all over the place, so occasionally I gotta reach a glove out there and kind of steady it. You can also use the movement of a bag to practice your targeting, your distancing, your timing. An opponent's going to move. The bag will never move as much, so it's not such a bad thing sometimes. Also, when you reach out to steady the bag, it's not a bad practice to keep one hand up while you steady it with the other hand, just to keep you in the habit of keeping your guard up. And then last exercise for this round, we're going to start with a low lead kick, move in for a jab cross, hook, so that's a lead hook, and then a rear body kick. So here we go. Low lead kick, jab cross hook, rear body kick. Low lead kick, jab cross hook, rear body kick. This is going to force you to work with your distancing a little bit. Get you moving back and forth, angling off to the side, whatever you need to do. You might, if you have a lighter bag like I do, be really blowing it off the chains at this point. Remember, just stop, steady it real quick, and keep moving. I wish I could say I had a more ideal setup, but this is where I'm at right now. This is what home training is like for me. You got to use what you got. Keep going, just a few more seconds on this exercise. Keep going, keep the power up, keep the energy up. All right, great. Pause the video and take a minute down if you need, and we're going to go into round 2 now. Hang in there, it's getting better. All right, here we go with round 2. To start off, we're going to do a lead hook. Retreat off at an angle, throw in a rear hook, retreat off at another angle. So hook, move, hook, move. Hook, move, hook, move. Great. Keep your hands up. When you're in for a hook, you're in close range, so you need to keep your hands up here. Obviously, you need to keep your elbows down too. You don't want to take a body shot when you're that close. Now, don't wind up for your hook. That's a real important aspect of this. Winding up for a hook is kind of more like a haymaker. Anyone on the street can do that. You're training technique, so make those hooks nice and tight. Keep your arm at 90 degrees, bent at the elbow. Use the hips to turn the hook to the target. Keep it up. Hook, move, hook, move. Nice and simple. And that's going to take us into our break in just a moment. Here we go. Next exercise, we're going to start with that lead hook again. We're going to back up with a cross and throw a lead teep or a push kick. So hook, back up with a cross, push kick. This is a good way to get out of close range and use a longer range weapon, which is your teep. Now, teeps are challenging on these lighter bags because if I don't kick it square in the center line, the bag's going to kind of rotate on me. It'll sort of spin. that lets me know I'm off target. So get a little precision out of this exercise in addition to getting a good workout and working on just the basics of the technique. So keep it moving, hook, retreat, cross, front teep. All right, looking good, everybody. Keep going. You got this. Another 10-second break. Here we go. We're going to go lead hook. We're going to retreat with a jab and then throw that rear teep. My bad, lead teep. I think I intended on doing a rear teep with this, but I stuck with the lead. This isn't such a bad thing. This is the kind of weird combinations I like to create for myself sometimes. In this case, I'm firing all 3 shots from the left side of my body. But if you work with it, you'll feel it start to work. It's really, it's interesting. You want to keep your body guessing. You don't want to just practice the same combinations over and over again. That's good at first, but as you start getting your techniques down, you should mix it up. Try to fool your body, try to do harder things. And when you spar or if you compete, it'll make you much harder to read in the long run. You'll be doing things that your opponents haven't seen. It'll keep them off balance and off guard. Right? Lead hook, retreat, jab, throw a lead teep. Way off target there. Next 10 seconds. Okay. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to start with a lead teep from distance, close in with a cross, and then finish that off with a lead hook. Teep, close in, cross, lead hook. Teep, cross, hook. Teep, cross, hook. Great. So throw that teep, immediately close the distance into punching range for your cross, and then you get in just a little closer to get that hook in there. This whole round is all about setting up the hands for the feet and setting up the feet for the hands. Keep going, try to get as many reps in there as you can, but do not sacrifice your form. Keep good form throughout. Don't start getting lazy on me now and not using those hips behind your shots. Okay, next we've got rear teep. Move in with a lead hook and then an uppercut. So again, rear teep, hook, uppercut. You're far away, rear teep gives you probably about the maximum range you can get from outside of the pocket. And then you're going to close the gap, go to a lead hook and an uppercut. These might feel a little tricky at first. So if you have to slow down to get them right and do less reps, that's fine. You just want to keep moving, just keep pushing it, keep trying. The intention here is to work you physically, but I want to get your brain involved too. All right, that's round 2. Go ahead and pause the video, take another minute down if you need. And we'll meet you right back here for round 3. All right, round 3, here we go. We're going to work off of a lead hook and then a rear low kick, just super quick. Rear hook, low kick. Now with that low kick, I'm not trying to put it through my target like I would with a body kick, like with a Muay Thai style kick. I just want to snap that off of their calf, their knee, or their thigh. The idea is to get somebody thinking high up. I'm trying to take their head off and then giving them something to think about lower down on the leg. Kicking someone hard enough in the leg is a great tactic. You can really slow an opponent down. You can, if you kick hard enough, make somebody's leg pretty much incapacitated. I am nowhere near that powerful myself, so can't say I've ever done it. But definitely work on getting a good leg kick. You'll have to excuse me for brushing some stuff off the floor. Had a little studio mishap back in the video ways, and we'll drop a little outtake of that at the end of the video if you watch all the way through. Okay, now I'm working rear hook, lead low kick, rear hook, lead low kick. You might have to square off more to your bag in order to get both these shots on target. Remember to keep one hand up if you're steadying the bag with a glove. It's just good practice to keep your guard up. Keep going with those rear hook, lead low kick. Just a couple seconds left. Get your last reps in. Great. Now, we're going to keep alternating 5 teeps per leg. I want you to try to keep your leg up. So, knee up, you throw 5 lead teeps. Doesn't have to be the strongest things in the world. And then, other knee up, throw 5 rear teeps. Again, try to stay precise. Try to not put your foot down between kicks as best you can. You might need to. Just alternating back and forth, 5 for 5. Trying to keep that leg up in the air. Try to extend your hip behind the kick just a little bit. Essentially, you should be punching the bag with your foot. I don't want to lift my foot into it like a snap kick. Going from low to high, I want to go right into my target. Keep going. If your leg's getting tired, you're losing your balance, it's okay to put your foot down just a little bit in between kicks, but challenge yourself. This is how you train stability and get that post leg stronger. All right, next, we're going to alternate 5 mid kicks back and forth. So good, strong Muay Thai kicks. Trying to smash through the bag with your shin. This is absolute work for your hip. You should be thinking of your leg like a baseball bat at this point, and you just want to smash right through that bag. Muster up all the power you got. Try to keep a hand up as you're kicking. I like to use my other hand to swing in the opposite direction of the leg, also to kind of clear the center line in case there's a punch coming in or something like that. And it just helps me get into it more. Keep smashing. You should be tired by now. That's a good thing. You're almost there. You're almost to the last exercise. Hang in there. Keep going. Get your reps in. All right. Another quick break. Now, just take a freestyle round. 1 minute. Just move around the bag. Use your hand combos to set up kicks. Use kicks to set up hand combos. Little head and body movement, defensive maneuvers. Change levels, change angles. Work the bag. Just go at it. Have fun. If you don't have any energy left, just kind of go at it lightly. Definitely make sure you're not dropping your hands. You're almost there. Try stitching some of those combinations you just learned together. See what you can do with it. Keep it up. time. Good work. Take your gloves off. Go hydrate. Congratulations.